No idea. Brazil is a big place.
Not that big. Where is this, please?
Sissy, Kraken. I hope your friends didn't get dropped off there. That's the most dangerous place in the whole Amazon jungle.
Jungle? Auntie, did I mention that I have tickets for the Rio dancers at Carnival tonight?
We must go to Zizi Quacken at once.
Oh, wonder what a chicken would say about being dropped off in the most dangerous place in the Amazon jungle.
Nothing, because he'd be smart enough not to go. Jorge Voltpate and Linos Radidak are partners, and they've just bought a huge stretch of jungle land.
Oh, that would explain why Dr. Eiderstein seemed to dislike them so intensely.
They've locked beaks many times.
But they were both in the room when Dr. Eiderstein went missing. They couldn't have done it.
Dr. Eiderstein is missing? Why didn't you say so? Any duck out to safety jungle is a friend of mine.
We've been so lucky to find such efficient transportation today, haven't we, Willard?
Yes, Auntie. So let me see if I get this straight. We just got plopped in the middle of the Amazon jungle where we're going to get on a raft, sail down a piranha-infested river, all in the hopes of finding the ZZ Quacken tribe who may or may not be friendly.
You forgot the part about zillions of tsetse flies, black clouds of gnats, and hordes of mosquitoes that are waiting for us at the river. And to think, Willard, that this all started with a simple invitation by an old friend. Come along. The pilot said the river and raft were this way.
But that's the jungle, Auntie. I've never been in a jungle before. Who knows what's in there?
Not to worry. The pilot has provided us with protection. I'll adjust your netting so that you can use it at a moment's notice. Come along, Willard. There's no reason to be afraid of something simply because we're not familiar with it. My, what a noisy place.
Is this for real, or am I quacking up? Which way?
I'm not sure. For goodness sakes, Willard, use the brain in your noodle and the paddles on your feet.
Oh, right.
How marvelous.
Something tried to bite my beak off, and you think it's marvelous?
Of course. This reed from your hat is the same as the piece I found at the banquet hall. That piece comes from the dancer's costume. That's the way we must go. Thank you for being so helpful, Willard.
You're welcome, I think. Not to worry, Auntie. I'll have us free of these giant lily pads in no time.
Well done, Willard. Always true to your word. You certainly are making up for lost time.
Actually, it's not me.
How inconvenient. Take my wing. Not to worry. Where there's a wing, there's a way. It's time to abandon raft. Come along, Willard. The natives are restless. Why, Willard, you're a genius. What a good idea to rip some of those lily pads free in case we needed a backup boat.
Yes, it was, wasn't it?
And by dropping the pole earlier, you managed to save it from being wrecked. This jungle living is becoming second nature to you, Willard.
Thank you, Auntie. What happens now?
We shall see.
No!
It's the dancer from the reception. The same person who was in Dr. Eiderstein's laboratory. Dr. Eiderstein, I presume.
My dear friend Marjorie Mallard. I knew you'd discover my hiding place. That is why I sketched the butterfly symbol next to my signature in the program I sent you.
But why did you leave Rio?
I had no other choice. My lab and papers were ransacked, and I had received threats.
Yes, we know.
Meet my adopted son, Ura'u. We met years ago when I made my first expedition to the Amazon.
I returned to the laboratory in one last attempt to find the stolen papers. But then I heard noises and fled because I thought the vandals had returned.
It was Willard and me that you heard.
Oh, I am sorry. I did not know you at the time. You could have helped me plan my father's escape. I hired dancers and dressed in my native costume. While everyone was distracted at the luncheon, we hurried to safety.
With my papers gone, my only hope was the last vial of jungle gnu. I planned to analyze the contents to restore the formula. But when I reached for it as I fled the room, it was gone. I wanted to contact you, Marjorie, but there was no time, and we have no telephones in Ziziquacken.
What did you just say?
I said I wanted to...
Never mind. We must hurry back to Rio before it's too late.
A supply plane will soon be landing. We may take it back to Rio. I will lead you through the jungle.
Did you say through the jungle?
But you must let us in. We must continue with the conference.
Not until the whereabouts of Dr. Eiderstein have been determined.
And they have.
Dr. Eiderstein, I am so relieved you are safe.
Safe to continue his work preserving and restoring the Amazon rainforest.
But I need the vial of jungle gnu. Without it, the formula is lost forever.
Oh, isn't that too bad?
If only we could find it.
But we can.
She can?
Here it is, safe and sound.
The vial! But how did it get there?
I think you will find the wing prints on this vial will match none other than... Miguel de Doquerio, president of the Save the Amazon Rainforest Society.
But I trusted you with the secret of my discovery. We were to restore the rainforest together.
That is how Jorge Baldpate and Linos Ruddyduck found out about Jungle Gnu. They were the ones who made the threats and ransacked your laboratory. I am sure a handwriting analysis of this note would reveal which one of them wrote it. Stop them!
You won't duck out now.
Well done, Willard.
But Miguel, why?
When I saw Jorge and Linos' names in the program as supporters of the Save the Amazon Rainforest Society, I knew they were in this together. Jorge and Linos were paying off Miguel so Sarf would support the clearing of jungle for their profit-making schemes.
But all that changed when they found out about jungle gnu. And don't worry, Doctor. I was careful to leave plenty for you to analyze.
You idiots! You said you had destroyed all the jungle gnu.
And you said you had hidden the vial where it would never be found.
Why didn't you retrieve it from the telephone?
When Dr. Eiderstein talked about telephones back at the jungle, it all came back to me. And I knew where the vial of jungle gnu was hidden. With the crime scene sealed off, Miguel couldn't get close enough to retrieve it.
Take them away!
However did you think of trapping them with the plant, Willard?
It just came to me. Guess it was because of our adventure in the Amazon. I think I like the jungle now.
Miss Mallard, if the board of directors were to ask you to replace the jail duck Miguel as president of SARF, would you accept?
I would be honored. I'll spread the word about the society wherever I travel. I will answer letters from concerned ducks and pass their solutions for saving the rainforest on to Dr. Eiderstein.
And if there is anything else we can do to thank you, all you have to do is ask.
Well, there is one thing. I would like to learn that dance.